Ego.
Mr. Incredible, most high got me flyer than the edible and audible. Yo, he told me change the play, so I called the fool. That was I, what I thought, that was me, that was fraud, that was illusion. Accusation dropped me out, I was in confusion. I was silent, I was focused, and I wasn't moving.
Okay. Peace to you. My name is Lazae, and I want to thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm in San Antonio right now by way of Charlotte, North Carolina. Got a degree in philosophy, and I'm really passionate about art, social advocacy, and I want to tie it all into Christ. That's the end goal for me. So, yeah, that's what I got going on right now.
So would you label yourself as like a Christian rapper, or is it just like your morals are kind of based around?
It's more the second ladder. Christian-based ethics. I think their culture has too much condemnation going on, where it's like, hey, I'm hesitant to call myself that, but I'm definitely an advocate for Christ. Point blank, period. And I'll stand by that in anything, but not in a religious sense. I'm a Christian rapper. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
I was checking out your hat and trying to figure out. It's also the name of your album on there.
Yes.
So what does that mean? What is that?
Okay, I'm gonna pull out that too. Another one. So the name of the project is entitled Yahweh, and like when you date back history, they said Yahweh was one of the most sacred names for God, or the original name for God rather. And originally there was no J, so you know how they got like Yah, Jah, Jehovah, all kinds of stuff, and then it ended up transitioning into God. It was like Gad, God, and all kinds of stuff. Just so period, like the more research I did, it goes back to Yah, like Yahweh. And it's cool, like wordplay. I use it in my project. Is it like Yahweh, find your way, Yahweh. And this is Hebrew, and like the tetragrammation, it looks like a body to me. It's not written like this, mind you. It goes from left to right. You can look at it, but you see like the head, the two arms,
Okay, now I see.
and torso, and then two legs.
It's real simplistic.
Yeah,
I like that.
and
So I like the quality of this too, man. That's
Yeah.
a nice little vendor you picked up there.
man, yeah, I don't want to disclose it, but it's
I wouldn't, man, because you're literally the only person in San Antonio that has like this.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd let people know it's a Mickey cap,
Yeah.
and a lot of people in Europe be rocking them. So I just like let me and I see Sahai, Sahai be rocking these too. So I was like, I gotta do it because he's one of my favorite rappers.
Oh, nice.
But yeah,
You gotta put me on because that's the first time I heard it.
yeah, Mickey cap. And once you find that, you'll be able to find it. So it hurts that I told people, but it's bigger than that. You know what I mean? And I do want to create opportunities too. So if you see something dope, still like an artist, like that's what we do. So yeah.
Show what y'all got going on, especially if you're creating other things other than music. So like, are you going further with your merch, or you just kind of is this your first line of like apparel?
So as far as this project is my first line of apparel, I did something in college. It was entitled Vibes Creative Company, and we wanted to publicize artists, and it's unfortunate like our website was dope and everything, but we had a product associated with it, which was a hat line, and everybody was rocking with the hat, so they wasn't paying attention to the actual content we were producing. But I saw the power of communicating an idea via merchandise, so I wanted to do that again. Yeah. So it's my second shot at it. I'm hoping to come out with some basketball shorts.
That's different.
Yeah. That's something I've been working on. And maybe a shirt, of course, like everybody else.
Yeah,
But
everybody's got to have some shirts. Like,
yeah, but I
really
really
shirts or even hats. Like I'm like, man, I really just want one for myself. I don't know if anybody will actually buy this.
Yeah.
I just want people to know, like, oh, I've seen that logo.
Yeah.
So you're damn good. Okay.
Exactly. You never know. And I know, like, I got hella shirts that I've made that nobody sees.
Yeah.
But they're there for me. Like, just creative.
Just making your own style.
Yeah. So.
Now, I was talking about earlier, like, one of my favorite songs. Can we talk about, like, what's your favorite track on the album?
My favorite track on the album has to be Jamie's song, which is actually playing right now.
Oh, nice.
And it's due to the fact that it was definitely the most authentic record, and I got to channel a lot of emotionalism in it. And the story behind it super real. Like, I don't think on Spotify you can hear the interlude before it because some legal stuff, so I couldn't put it on. And then at the end of the song, I actually have the person I'm talking about singing before he was incarcerated. So it's very real to me, and that's why it's my favorite piece.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that's gonna that is setting you apart from. I wouldn't even just say San Antonio artists, just a lot of artists that's mainstream right now. They don't have stories in their albums. They don't have clips or like skits. It's like it's just straight bars or like a catchy hook, but like you actually like trying to tell a story, like what's going on with your life. That's dope. Because like I said, it's refreshing to hear something different, and that's what I want to put out there.
Thank you.
And that's part of Damn Good, man.
Damn Good is very refreshing. The work itself,
yeah, I appreciate that.
Shout out to Damn Good.
So like, what else? What do you have coming up next that you want people to know about?
I'm performing in the Taste Fest out here in San Antonio, and that's it's supposed to be about breast cancer awareness, military like veterans stuff, and it's during Juneteenth. So that's like the first kind of big thing I'm doing. They said it's supposed to, I mean, I'm not gonna say what they said, but yeah, that's my first opportunity out here. June 15th. Come check me out.
But that's cool that you've been out here for a year and they're putting you on, so that's like your debut show. So really,
it is.
It's as big as you make it. Just invite hella people out there. I'm gonna push it.
Thank
let people
you.
Know. Send me the flyer. I'll get it out there. And depending on what day, I'm gonna be there too.
Love.
What day is it?
It's June 15th. I'm gonna be on the stage. I got like a 3-minute segment, so it's hella short, but I'm gonna go up. And that'll actually only be my second performance ever. I got my first one out in North Carolina back home a month ago. So yeah, man. Outside of that, bro, book me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
hell yeah, you should. I like the Paper Tiger. That's a.
How do I get in there? I've been looking at.
You've been looking at them?
Yeah, I don't know who to meet. I don't know if I should be
really
saying.
just hit them up in their email or DM. Somebody who's performed there. I know a few people I can link you with there. Where else? There used to be Alamo Music Hall, but I think they shut it down.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bubba Tea House and Chill. That's where a lot. You know who Eliza 1K is? Well, if you don't, she's a local San Antonio artist.
She's the one with like gray hair.
No, I think that's Gabby.
Yeah, that's Gabby.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Gabby.
Yeah.
I'll try to find everybody. You know.
There's Painted Blues.
He's dope. I actually saw him at my church the other day.
For real?
Yeah,
he was on the first episode of Tattoo.
Wow! Shout out to was it Painted Blue?
Yeah, Painted Blue.
He's dope. Really, really cool. And I saw something he was doing the other day. Y'all were doing a great work in San Antonio. It was shoe drive. It was a shoe drive. Yeah, man, like with the creativity, they're really trying to build community, and that's something I value heavily. Like that's what we're trying to do back home, and it's like y'all are really doing it, man. So please continue to do what you're doing. Like I peep everybody, and I want to contribute to some form of fashion because it's like way bigger than the music.
You got to make things bigger than yourself, and just like with Tapped In, like I'm not doing this to make the money. I'm not doing this. I guess I'm doing it for attention, but it's really I'm really making it to get attention on you guys. It's like you said, you just moved here, you having your first show, and it's hard to find those people that you need to be in contact with, especially when you don't even know where to start.
At all. Thank you. You're a great start.
Yes. And it's wild because now like people are looking at me like, oh man, you can put me on. I'm like, man, like I never thought I'd be in not necessarily be put on, but like you can help me kind of accelerate what I got going on. And I'm like, damn, I'm glad I'm in somewhat of a position to do that for some people because I don't do this just for myself. Like I'm more of a fine art person, and some people just make the art to make money off of it. And I could put stuff in a gallery and care less if I sell it. I just want people to see it. And it kind of goes on to like having followers. Shout out to BA for this, but he said he wants listeners rather than followers.
That's powerful.
Hell yeah. And that's just, he's a great friend of mine. That's why I really want to link y'all. But it's just kind of going on to like a philosophy deal. And that's awesome that you kind of come from that background. Like, I feel like that just a whole different aspect of like your lyricism. Just kind of
definitely. Like, I would say the first song on the project is influenced by the cave allegory by Plato. And just about being in the darkness and coming to the light, and how we have a tendency to resist the light and shun it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm guilty of it just as much as everybody else. Philosophy has heavily influenced how I navigate good and bad. Yeah, philosophy is a big part of my life, and ethics. That's why I was like, shout out to Painted Blue. Y'all are really doing some fire things. You know what I mean? Like, y'all are standing by something, and I know it could get challenging. But please keep it up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we need all the community we can. Here, because San Antonio needs to come up a little more.
Yeah.
Like, I love Dallas and Houston. Austin for sure, man. If you just moved here, so I'm not sure if you're familiar with South by Southwest.
I went out there.
Yeah. The recent one? How'd you like it?
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. There's some dope performers. There's this one chick, I do not know her name. She was rapping her tail off.
But that's what it's all about, though.
Yeah, you never know, and just people were just getting it. I'm like, wow, there's so many talented people in the world. Oh man, I spit a little bit. Cut that down for you. But yeah, there's so many talented people. It's like, it can be intimidating, but it's also very encouraging to see people walk in faith. You know?
Yeah.
No,
she just
yeah.
What's on your mind? Anything you want to ask me?
Yeah, you would. Oh yeah, you don't want to be on the camera.
No, I don't mind talking to you. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, there's a couple of questions I do have, I guess, because I think everybody's trying to figure out, and it'd be a cool conversation. Just sustainability in the arts, because we want to do this. Everybody does, but it's just, how do we get there to this is what all we're doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'll be a cool conversation, but if we both don't have the solution, like,
no, it's definitely like, I just say you gotta have your hustle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just say you gotta have like your hustle, man, because like, just like you said, we both got our 9 to 5. You're not sure what other people are doing, but we got Ubers, Postmates.
Yeah, I'm like doing something all the time.
Something. If I'll do like a photo session, I'll do a video, or somebody will ask me for like cover art, a recording session that I just started doing, mixing and mastering. So I'm really, depending on like what services you can offer to people, you just gotta capitalize on that. And even with that 9 to 5, you gotta put that money back into yourself.
Yeah.
Advertising your page, making sure your link's available, letting people know, and putting dates out and letting people hold you accountable. Because some people would tell me like, oh man, I totally would have showed up if you would have like put this date out. And I'm like, dang, I didn't tell anybody. I just told them that day of. So yeah, you definitely gotta put a date out. Sometimes I'll see an artist that has like their link in the bio, but it's like black. You know how to put it in the description, right? In the hyperlink.
Yeah. Those small,
small details.
Oh, another question I have: how's like these creative pursuits help you grow as an individual? You feel like, I know for my project, I feel like it helped me address a lot of trauma I had in my childhood. You know what I mean? Like creatively, like suppression of my voice and all that. It helped me a lot to where I had the confidence to go forth and like, you know what I mean? How has like art helped you kind of in the entrepreneurship and everything?
It helps me in a lot of ways. Like with this, it's getting me into practice of getting videos out on time. It's helping me stay creative, getting other ideas, being face to face with new artists, meeting new people. Because before, like, I'm here all day. Like, you won't see me leave unless I'm going to work. And I'm like, you got to get out the box. Like, go. Sometimes you got to stop doing what you're doing and gather material. Like, enjoy life, because that's what music's about. Like, telling your life story. So go spend time with your family. Go spend time with your friends. Even if they make music too, and like you're not don't work on your own thing sometimes. Go support somebody else. And that might help you get your idea across. Or you never know, somebody might give you that blessing and put you on somewhere just because you went out and showed love. But it's just staying in the practice mostly for me. It's something I gotta do.
It's deep.
It's different for me because sometimes I don't care if I don't make the money from it. I just wanna, like, if I make this video and I get $20, I'm like, yo, I just appreciate you just giving me something for gas for coming out here.
Yeah.
But if you enjoy the video, that's what I just want most from it. Like you enjoy it, and the people that support you enjoy it. So that's what I do it for.
Has that been a challenge at times? Like
It's
I know
been a
the
challenge.
the enjoyment, but like I know it has to be challenging because like how do you make that transition from like enjoyment of the craftsmanship to sustainability? And another question is like, do you think if you made it a passion like to monetize it all, do you think that'll like kill your joy of it? You know
To
what I
me,
mean?
it does.
It does, bro.
To me, it does, and it takes away from, like, there's a difference between making money from art and you being a fine artist. Because, like, I put myself more in a fine artist realm because I don't necessarily have the need for the money. And with that, I think it brings me a more conceptual idea to art in general, because I'm not focused on like I need to do this and have it out in time so I can get this $250. Like that's not what it's about. You want people to enjoy the product and be passionate about it. And if I think the hardest thing about it, like sometimes if I don't make money from it, yeah, it might hurt. But I'm not stressing about it. I'm like, okay, I need to go do some Uber. Like I just,
There's always a way to get back straight.
And what's helped me is like, if I'm doing something, I look at it at work hours too. Like if I have to think about the money, I'm like, okay, is it worth doing this for X amount of money for 6 hours? And am I really going to benefit from this? Like, and not necessarily benefit me. Is it going to benefit both of us? Like, if we don't want to waste the 6 hours and then we get nothing from it. So it's all about getting either engagement or well, yeah, that's a big thing. Engagement is what I want the most. And just like how you send somebody like a link to check out your stuff, like I'd rather you hit me up, just like you weren't even expecting me to listen to your tape.
Nah, yeah, I was like, I know he's gonna interview me, but like, oh, he actually talked about a song.
I did my research.
Shout out to Damn Good. Yeah, like he listen.
You know who Nardwar is?
Yeah, Nardwar is my guy.
I
Nardwar.
I love his interviews because
like, always something connections. Like he's so invested into the artist. Like I know I would feel tremendously special. Like there's people in my life that Nardwar know probably people better than people they like though.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
He's doing his research.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, and sometimes I like finding things that the artist would be like. I think the one I did with Dr. Adam. I think that was one of my favorite ones because he's just like a passionate artist. But I brought up a question about like the Animaniacs, and it was like a group that nobody would have known about unless like I brought it up, or like you've known him from like high school or something. He's like, wow, like you actually listen to that group. And it's like, man. So like it's just stuff like that that like, you wanna give back out to the community, because like even an old project that might put somebody on, and like I want the aunties and uncles and cousins and like little sisters listening rather than somebody that you don't know. Like, I want people you know listening, instead of like trying to reach the people that, I mean, yeah, it's good to reach people that you don't know, but it's important to reach the ones that are showing love already. Yeah. But that's I kind of went off topic there a little bit. But
Nah, it was super relevant though.
But it's just, what's hardest, because I know you're asking like what's hardest about like putting money aside and like doing this art.
Yeah, or like sustainability, or like determining your value, because I feel like all these larger corporations, they're setting a wage to us, right? 10, 12, 15, 18, 20. But the profit margin for them is just tremendous. Yeah. And it's like, we're just as gifted, but we don't attribute value. Like in thinking about Nipsey and shit, like, bro was selling $100 hats. And people fucking buy it. That's
because he valued himself at that price.
Exactly. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why don't we? If we're no different.
Yeah.
That's my question to you. Like, yeah, that's my question to you. Like,
so it's like, it's hard sometimes because personally, like, I don't have a lot of music videos to show because of the fact that I started out with just photography, and I think it's more of like a catalog thing for most artists when they come to me. That's another reason why I'm doing Tapped In, and now I need a video catalog for them to see like, okay, I'm actually out here doing this. It's pretty good content. So now that the content's out there and quality, and my main thing is quality, and if I see some, like if I'm working with another photographer, knowledge is power, I'm gonna be like, oh man, like you should really do this. Like, and I'm not gonna be like you're saying, like people are trying to be the top dog. Like, I want everybody to succeed. And if you're another photographer, that might be somebody that can help my business. You know, like another interview, like he could be shooting me while I'm talking.
Yeah.
And then now I got a whole nother dynamic to my interview. But it's just like you gotta hold value on yourself, and then not just hold value in money. You gotta hold value in the people that support you, or hold value in like your morals, hold value in like what you represent, and like what you want people to see in you. Because it's not always just about the money.
Yeah, I do agree. I guess I've just been having this battle with it all because it's like I know it's a tool, you know. That's it.
Money's a resource.
It's just a resource, but how we articulate it, and we make it a guide. That's where that thing, and I don't think like because that Nipsey joint hit me hard. I don't think he made it a guide because he was funneling. Yeah, he did his representation or whatever. Like he looked good as he did it, but like bro was building. Like he's building an apartment complex on top of his smart store. One of the first. Like he was using everything, just innovation and really building. Like I don't know, that joint messed me up. How you feel about it? Like what Nipsey was doing was crazy.
Just like I would say this, and it's kind of like being general about it. That artists need to be more than just an artist. You gotta be an entrepreneur as well, and know your business, have self-worth, and like you got to know that right from the start and set the tone. Because just like when you go to a recording session, you're working with an engineer. Time is money. And if you coming in at work, he's going to be like, man, this man really values my time. Then let me step my game up. So it's just like I respected him more so just setting himself away from just being an artist.
Yeah,
like he really just like you're saying, self-value, like selling that mixtape or anything like $400 a pop. Like man, like some people are like, why are you doing this? He's like, because I know I'm worth this money. I'm hot, and like buy this $400. People are buying it. So like, just like another example I like to use of that is like you hate on the movies that go to straight DVD, but they still selling. Because they out there, just they in the streets and
hustling.
The person who probably did that the most that I look up to is Master P.
Yeah, that's what I was about to go to too. Yeah,
Master P is he was out there pushing his movies in the streets, selling his own tapes, getting his own distribution deals, and it's just going back to independency and self-worth. Like I don't need anybody to tell me how much I'm worth. I know, so let me cut the middleman out and educate myself so that I can
leverage those deals correctly.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. I don't know all that stuff, and especially being like we have Jay Prince on the desk too. Was that
that book there?
Yeah, I'm like bro's really hit to it all. Like I do hope we can encourage one another to get into those practices. You know, like so anything I can do to serve is damn good. Like just so we can like.